Hello, and welcome to the second video in our May series of work readiness. Last month we did financial literacy. This month we're doing work readiness. Last week, our elementary virtual video was on entrepreneurial skills and how those correlate with transferable skills and how you can use these skills in any workplace or job. Today, we are focusing on business fundamentals, how starting a business works, how you run that, the totals of expenses and revenue. So let's go ahead and get started. Business fundamentals. How important is it for a business to make money? Okay. It is important for a company to turn a profit, for that allows them to stay in business. And it depends on the company whether profit is the most important factor. For instance, I work at a nonprofit, and nonprofit businesses, their mission is extremely important, not so much the profit or money that they make. And it's extremely important for a small business to turn a for-profit business to turn a profit. Nonprofit businesses must track all revenue sources to maintain a business's accountability, though. It's just a different thing altogether. What does a business do with the money that it makes? It expands its services or the goods or services that it provides. Whereas, a business, it does provide a good or it provides a service, and it can hire more staff. So that's what a business does with the money it earns. What traits do successful entrepreneurs need to run a business? Good people skills are probably one of the most essential if you can talk to people every day. Positive attitude, persistence, motivation, innovation, which is the ability to change an existing something or think of a new way of thinking to be more efficient, being a risk taker. If you want to know all of these terms, last video has all of our definitions and stuff for good entrepreneurial skills. And do you think you have what it takes to run a business? Why or why not? Are you lacking some of the skills that we talked about last week? Those people skills, those entrepreneurial skills? Do you not have a positive attitude all the time? Or you don't think you're a risk taker or a problem solver? All of these things can be learned, so don't worry. For entrepreneurs to have the best chance at being successful, they must understand 6 business basics, okay? So the first business basic is expense. So money spent for something, and that is task number 1 when you start a business. It's pay for the resources you need for a business, okay? And then what do you think task number 2 will be? Let's see. Task number 2 is advertising. So first you got to figure out the profit. Now you got to think about how are you going to persuade your customers to buy your good or service, right? Get the word out about your product. That's task number 2. Task number 3 is revenue. Money earned from sales. That sets your price and sell your product. Task number 4 is your customer. It's also task number 5, though. So person who buys goods and services. Treat your customers well and make tough business decisions as they arrive, okay? So we're going to talk about profit and loss. Profits is when a business makes more in sales than it spends in expenses. That's what profit is. Loss, on the other hand, is a business pays more expenses than it makes in sales. Most businesses don't want a loss. They want a profit. That's task number 6. Carefully track your expenses and revenue so that you will know if you make a profit or have a loss. We're going to play a little game called the hot dog stand. So the hot dog stand is we're going to roll a dice to see which option we land on, because I'm doing this virtually, so I'm not going to roll any physical dice. But if you have dice at home, like Monopoly dice or anything, Yahtzee dice, you can take just a 6-sided dice. We're going to roll it to see which option we land on. We're going to do tasks 1 and task 2 are expenses associated with owning and operating a hot dog stand. Tasks 3 and 4 are revenue associated with owning and operating a hot dog stand. So with expenses, we've got the revenue. Task 5 deals with extra revenue or expenses that you may encounter. That's the dealing with decisions as they come. And task 6, that's not 6, that's 6, is calculating everything to see if you in your business have a profit or a loss. Okay? I'm going to be doing this with you guys. I want to show you what I've set up. Okay? So I have this piece of paper here, and it has all of my expenses and all of my revenue. We're going to calculate all of my expenses here to have a little total, and we're going to have all of our revenue to have a total. I'll have a visual in our PowerPoint that shows this as well. So we're going to calculate all of our expenses and all of our revenue at the end, but we'll come to that. Again, this will be a visual eventually, but I want you to know that I'm working this with you. Okay? So let's go to the game. Okay, let me smallen this up a bit. Put me in the corner. Task 1. We're going to buy our supplies. We're going to roll a dice, and whichever space we land on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, we're going to calculate how much that is. Okay? So here's my dice. Ready? We're going to roll. I got a 5. So if we go back here, number 5 was 75 cents per hot dog, and we're going to buy 10 hot dogs, which means that it's $7.50. So for our first task over here, I'm going to put $7.50 right there. $7.50. So write that down. Then that's our 5. We're going to do buying your advertising, okay? So I spent money on my hot dogs, my goods. Now I'm going to get the word out about my hot dog stand. So we're going to roll the dice, and I'm going to get a 4. So let's go back. 4 is make and hand out advertisement flyers. I went all out here. I'm going to put the $2 expense right there for my advertisement flyers. So my total expenses so far, right? Tasks 1 and tasks 2 is $7.50 plus $2. So I know that 7 plus 2 is 9. And I know that if I'm adding, so 7 plus 2 is 9. I know that adding anything with 0 is just the same. So it's going to be $9.50 for our total expenses so far. So $9.50. That's what we have so far. Now, we're going to be doing tasks 3 and 4, which is all about your profits, how much you're going to make, right? So we have all of our options here, and we're going to roll. I got a 2. So $2 per hot dog, that's $30. So we made $30 in revenue. Okay, so I'm going to put that in my little spot here. So I have $30. $30. Okay, that's my revenue so far. Okay, now we're going to, so task 4 was dealing with things as they come, treating our customers well. So we treat our customers well, we get some tips, guys. So we're going to roll. Let me roll. I got a 3. How many tips is that, guys? Oops. Wrong. Let's go back. So 3 is $5 in tips. I got $5 in tips. So $30 in revenue plus $5 in tips totals $35. Okay? So I'm going to write down $35 in our revenue. $35. Okay? That's how much we made in revenue. So now we're going to total it up, which we were doing. This is how you want it. Your expenses for task 1 and task 2 totaled. And then you want your totals for task 3 and task 4. That's your revenue. So you want to total those up, which we did. Again, expenses come out to $9.50. $9.50. And our revenue comes out to $35 because we treat our customers well here. And we got $5 in tips. So we are now going to total our revenue and subtract our total expenses. Okay? So our total expenses were $9.50. Our total, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. Our total revenue is $35. And our total expenses is $9.50. So we're going to subtract our expenses from our revenue. And so we're going to take, 0. We're going to take this, 5. Can't do that. We're going to do that. 5. So total, we made $25.50. Look at us. We made $25.50 on our hot dog stand. Now, what was that other step we had? Right? Dealing with things as they come along, right? All the unexpected stuff. I got something else to deal with. The ups and the downs. We're going to roll. And we're going to see if we get extra revenue or we get extra expenses. Okay? So, we're going to roll one last time. So, what is that going to be? Ooh, I have to replace some broken equipment, guys. $3. So, I have to take that $25.50 and I have to subtract $3 full dollars from it. So, total is $22.50. So our total, what we got was $22.50, guys. We won money. We got some money. We made a profit, not a loss. So that's what is total revenue, and you're going to subtract or you're going to add the extra revenue or expenses. We had to subtract $3 because we broke some equipment. So we wanted to total that minus that and equals $22.50. That's how much we made in the end of it all. We had a profit, not a loss. So if you guys play this game again on your own, separately, because we're going to leave the PowerPoint up for you guys as a resource, this game, actually you can actually play it in real life. I can get that for real. You can actually have a loss in your business. You could pay $35 for hot dogs, and then you roll the dice and you only get, $20 in revenue. You only make so much, and then what if you don't treat your customers as good? You don't get $5 in tips. You only get $1 in tips, right? Then you have to spend $10 because you lost some hot dogs, right? So everything is how you make it in a business. So what risks could cause you to lose business, right? You have a hot dog stand. What are some risks associated owning a hot dog stand? I say would be unpleasant weather. People don't want to get hot dogs in the rain, or maybe the cold, hot dog season. Business is closure. So if you set up your hot dog stand, say, next to a bank and it's a holiday, you're probably not going to get a lot of revenue because people who are coming from the bank or to the bank got by your hot dog stand. If you fail to advertise your hot dog stand, you're going to lose some business probably. What are 2 ways you could increase the profits of your business? So, loyal customers, people coming back again and again and bringing more people to eat your hot dogs. So treating your customers well is an important thing. Catering special events. You have a birthday party and they want your hot dogs because they're special and they're great. Business, you got to find your location, maybe not in front of a bank or in the neighborhood, somewhere like a ball game. You could do that. It's an additional hot dog cart. This is so good. I need 2. I need 2 hot dog carts. And what are some of the qualities best suited for taking care of customers? We're going back to those skills. Positive attitudes, persistence, innovation, humbleness, being a risk-taking, organized, being a strong presenter. All of these soft skills that are useful in a job is useful owning one as well. So we will hopefully see you next Tuesday at 10 a.m. for a live Instagram lesson. You do have a chance to win an Amazon gift card. Come and join us. But if not, these videos are for you. Hopefully they've helped out.